my biggest question, I think, which is relevant for consumers and investors, is when we can find Clorox wipes on the shelves again with some regularity. Is it really going to take until next year?
Hi, Sarah. Thanks for having me. And that's a question that clearly is on everybody's mind. We're making incredible progress, but the reality is that this pandemic is, of course, far worse than anybody had anticipated. So consumer demand for disinfecting wipes far exceeded our own internal expectations. What I do want everybody to know is that we're taking our role in public health very seriously. So we're making a lot more wipes today than we did before the pandemic. In fact, the first 2 quarters of this calendar year, we made 100 million disinfecting products more than the previous year. And we're churning out 1 million units of disinfecting wipes to stores every single day. The reality is that they're scooped up right away as soon as they arrive. But the reality also is that we're making a lot of progress. We're very focused on this. We'll keep making more every quarter. And we will think that by the year 2021, I know that sounds like a long time, but within the next 6 months, 6 to 9 months, we will be in a reasonably good shape, demand permitting.
The way I think of Clorox wipes is something that maybe could stay with us even after we get a vaccine. One of those sort of permanent behavior shifts that we adopt as a result of this pandemic, which is why I think people were surprised, Benno, at your guidance when you announced last week that you expect a deceleration in the back half. I mean, do you expect that this kind of pace of demand will slow?
Certainly providing an outlook right now is a little bit like looking into a crystal ball. But I think if you take our outlook, it reflects the confidence that we have in the business, the expectation that we'll see continued growth for sure in the short term. But it's mostly also a reflection of the fact that we do not know how long and severe the pandemic will be. We do not know how deep the recession will be. And there is a recession that will affect consumers. And we're also affected by FX. So if anything, this is a reflection of the volatility and uncertainty. But it's also a reflection of the aggressive stance that we're taking in investing in the business. We're investing in our brands. We're investing in creating more capacity. And that costs money in the short term because we think that there is a unique long-term opportunity for us to step change the growth trajectory of the Clorox company.
I've noticed you've also made some partnerships with business, like United Airlines. I mean, they put Clorox on there. People think that, they're doing their job to disinfect everything. How do you prioritize those kind of customers versus the retailers, like a Walmart or Kroger, that want to get the product to consumers so that everybody has access?
Retailers and consumers are a firm priority. As our healthcare providers, we want to make sure that those who help others on the front line are prioritized and get the disinfecting products that they need. That's clear. So at this point, the partnerships that we've created with companies like Uber Technologies and United Airlines and AMC Theaters, they're more in the pilot phase. And the degree with which we will supply them will depend on availability of the products, which will ramp up over time. But clearly, we have a great responsibility to serve consumers and retailers first, and that's what we're focused on.
Benno, at the peak of the crisis, there was a great kind of imperative not to price gouge for crucial products that all people needed. Given that we're now past the peak of the crisis and there's still such ferocious demand for your disinfectant wipes, do you think it would be fair for you to push up the price at least a little bit?
No, we will not do that. One of our core values as a company is do the right thing, and it would simply not be doing the right thing. So we clearly incur additional costs in the manufacturing of our products, in particular because we're using third parties, and that tends to be a little more expensive. But, it's the right thing to do for us to absorb those costs, and we will not pass those on to the consumer.